Hello. Come back to my channel. Are you subscribed yet? If not, why? Why are you not subscribed to my channel? Why? Don't ask me why I came with this oil. You see this oil? No, this is going to be a bit dramatic. But I came with this oil of mine because I've been mining this sunflower oil. I bought this since last month. No, yes. Ending of last month, entering this new month, I bought this oil. I used to mine it before, because see, the way it be now, water don't pass Gary, so many things are not what it used to be. When the Ukrainian war started, we were all praying, and we are still praying and asking God to help so that there can be changes, asking God to help so that the war can stop, asking God to help the people that are affected. You know, the world was actually thinking this was just a Ukrainian and the Russian issue, but the truth is we all are affected. That is the simple truth. I came with this oil because this is one of the oil we usually buy. Guys, this oil and the other one, the ones from Remy, we usually buy like 0.99 cent, highest 1 point something cent. Now, there are a lot of price hikes in Lithuania. Everything is totally expensive. That is why today I'm bringing your way cost of living in Lithuania. Stay with me. With my bottle of oil, we're going to talk about this together because really I want us to discuss about it, because if there are a lot of price hikes and things in we that are living here, does it affect you that is coming in as an international student? In terms of the accommodation, in terms of clothing, in terms of food, in terms of entertainment, in terms of basic necessity, the answer is simply yes. So, coming with my oil, which was very cheap in the past, and now is very expensive. Before, with €2, I can buy a bigger oil, but now, with €2, I don't even think I can get this because it's pretty expensive. Everything is on the high side. Everything is super expensive, and the thing is, some companies are not even helping matters. Some have increased their wages, some are not increasing the wages, because I don't know how you expect people working for your employees to survive if there is a price hike in accommodation, a price hike in bills, a price hike in food, a price hike in basic necessity. With this our beloved oil, how do we survive? So guys, today I'm going to be bringing always like different areas that are very important to us and how we can be able to still get cheap things in Lithuania. So stay with me on the cost of living in Lithuania 2020 updated version. Here we go. Okay guys, with these price hikes and everything going up, we are still praying for the people of Ukraine. This is how to tell you how we are interwoven in this 21st century and how everybody's connected. Who would have imagined, who would have believed that the war going on in Ukraine is going to affect everything and affect everybody like this? We cannot even get cheaper oil anymore. The foods are very expensive. So today, I really want us to discuss about the things, and I'm going to tell you guys the cost of living expensive in Lithuania, the prices of things. I'm going to list it out, at the same time on the description box I'm going to be dropping the link to this website so you can be able to see it. I think this is going to help you, for those of you that are potential students, and for those of you that are coming into Lithuania, to have like how do I say, this is going to be an eye-opener, and it's going to be a direction to you, like a Google map leading you as usual, giving you the right information of what is happening in the country you intended coming to study. Okay, we cannot keep just talking about education without we telling you how we are surviving, without we telling you how we are living here, without we giving you like an expression of what is happening within and inside the country. So that is the reason for this video today. The cost of living in Estonia, why am I calling it Estonia? I really want to visit this. Cost of living in Lithuania, guys, 2020. Okay, first and foremost, I want to talk about food. So for the food, for basic lunch menu, which includes, like, for example, let's say drink and business kind of outing, like a basic menu, it usually costs like €9, okay, which is like before, you know, basic menus, the prices, not like this. Everything you just one leg up, one shoulder, all those things. First ketchup. Oh yeah. Basic menu is near you, my guys. Combo meal in terms of restaurant, okay? Like combo meal. There is one combo meal we used to eat in McDonald's. It's going to be like chips, chicken, chicken burger, French fries. It's usually like 5 point something. I think this one is still within range because it's like 5.47. The website I'm getting all this information from was updated as of this June, so we are still within that circle. So for example, if you're getting like boneless chicken breast, before it used to be like 2 point something euros. Now it's 3.4, extra €1 toppings. They don't top on. And before, 1 liter of whole milk is 1.22. I had one milk I used to buy, not really like a liter, like a tin. It's similar to our Nigerian milk. That milk, I was buying that milk for 0.99 cents. The last time I went is 1 point something euros. So everything is like this price hikes is happening everywhere, right? We used to have eggs, different kind of eggs anyway. The last time I checked, okay, I think that egg is still within the normal range. The egg was like, that egg is usually 0.90 something cent, 98 cents or 99 cents. That is in Rimi because there is like this pack of egg, like Abi, that is what we buy. But now in other places, when I went to check, from what I'm seeing, the eggs is like 2.6. Also, 1 kilo of tomatoes is now 1.90 cents. In some area you're going to see €3, some area you're going to see €4. Things are no longer the way it usually used to be. And the local cheese, for example, for 500 grams was cheaper. I know, right? I don't eat these things, I don't eat cheese, but I usually check the prices because I want to know how much is it, what is happening. So let's know if we are applying for a job. This is going to be like the drive on which we are applying for these jobs. On what grants, how much are you paying us, how much are you going to give us as a salary if we are buying all these things, okay? So this is why this video is very important. Because why is he talking about? I'm talking about food stuff because if you intend coming to Lithuania, you're going to eat, you're going to wear clothes, you're going to cook. You should know how much all it is so that when you enter and you're working, you know, okay, I've already known the prices of things and you know how to arrange yourself. You still have to send money back home. So this is what we are saying. We need to know these things. So for that cheese is like 4 point something euros, and for apples, this apple won't shock me. There's apple we used to buy. Hey, all those videos I did before, we were enjoying. Now the apple itself is not cheap again. For you to get that apple now, how many pieces they will tell you? Okay, for here they are saying like a kilo. 1 kilo is like 1.11 cents. You're not calling all this 1 point, 4 point to be like how much, it's not just point. But when you get into this country and you start working, you start paying bills, you start paying rent, you start sending money back home, you start paying tax, you are going to understand that this money, they really made sense. All these 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, it was actually something. Because you could literally buy ice cream of that amount, you could lick it, you could live your life. You understand what I'm saying? So even potato is still within that range. Potato, I think I can get like 1 kilo is like 0.47. Also depending on the size and the weight of the potato you're buying. We have like domestic beer. I don't take beer, but I go to check the prices as well. They still have like some 1 point something, 2 point something, 3 thereabout. A bottle of red wine, good quality, still within the range of, let's say, €11, and they have 2 liters of coca-cola. Before you can get like I think 1 point something. Now like most of them are like from 2 point something thereabout. Then bread is still available. We still have cheap bread, but you know what they do most of the time when all these things want to get spoiled, they just discount it because of course it's getting spoiled. But on the norms, there was still a little increase because all those breads we used to buy at a very cheaper rate. name, my people. Equated my people will say Ozilla. Obola Martin, you know they Ozilla, Ozicom, Oza has there, Ozilla P. If you go, they in the sense that all those petty price we used to manage before. Like when I came that time, I can manage like, you know what I mean? Like 10 euros, 15 euros. Now, if you go to any mall, before you buy one thing, your money has finished. So, man, this war was really a toll on everybody. It affected everybody, even everyone. All those grains, all this oil, they export to African countries from Ukraine. Since there was a blockade from the Russia end, we are not really getting the supplies, and we are seeing the effect because on the things you're buying, you can see the prices are on the increase. Now we are moving further. That was for the food. I touched just a bit of the food. Let's move to housing. My people. Houses in Lithuania was at the price of, let's say, 200 and something euros. For example, 250, 280, 300. Now it has skyrocketed from 350 upwards. And you know what is happening? Even landlords say they increase money. Hey, bills, you know how much we are paying bills. So then your bills will be like 50 euros, 60 euros. Nah, bills of 80, 90, 100. Even my landlord said wanted to cry. The man was telling me because there was an increment in bills. I'm even happy because now it's summer. You can see how I'm dressed. It is summer. Summer. Yeah. After that, it's going to be we parting ourselves like onions. You have to stay in the house. You have to pay bills. You have to pay rent. And this thing have increased. For example, now, monthly rent for about, let's say, 85 meter square of a house. Furnished, of course, everything provided within this side. And it's depending on the area too, because some area is like from that kind 1,200 in expensive areas anyway. But with like all this our area where we are living or outside the centers, we can be able to still get a house of 400, 500. But in there, come to think of it though, if you're getting a house in Lithuania, how much is your salary? If you're paying 500 already in a house, I don't know how you want to really survive it. So that is why it's really taking a toll. You understand? So for apartment that is like 85 meters square, let's say 85, okay, 900 square feet and all that, is still within that range. Some can help you can get like, if the landlord is good and nice to you, you can get like 800 and something. And now the utility bills for some area, you can get like 60 euros per person. You can get like 50 euros. You can get like before 30 euros, 40 euros. But now it has skyrocketed because people are like getting like 80 euros, 90 euros. I reached out to my landlord because at the time I was like, why are we having this increment in things? Why are things expensive right now? He then said that the government increased the bills. Okay. Now, if the bills have increased and everything is increased, as an international student that is coming in, if as of last year we did not give you this information, I'm giving you the information now. You have to know that it's no longer the way it is. Things have increased. Things is now expensive. So you will know how to manage yourself. It's expensive, but still it cannot be compared to like Norway and other countries, okay? It's still within minimum, but this is like an information for you all to know that, of course. Then talking about the internet is still within this range, because the internet is still, some people pay like 15, like before I was paying like 16 per month. You understand? You have your internet provider, can be provided by any local internet service in the country. They provide you internet. But for me, because of the kind of contract I have now, I don't usually buy internet again because it's still valid for like 2 years or so. I will still have to They just provide my mobile data for me, and I'm using that. Now, if you're using things like all these microwaves in the house, flat TV screen that's attached to your monthly internet, of course the money is going to be like expensive. And if you're using like all this laundry, which of course most of us are using it, me, I use the public laundry, like the self-service. I usually go there to wash like all those things that are very heavy, things that I cannot carry. I just wash and dry it there. I think the list is still within range. The last time I went there, it was like 6-7 euros. If you have your soap, that's the good thing. You can go with your soap. You can just use it in the machine. But if you don't have your soap, you can buy your soap there, which is like 2 euros or 2 point something. You can get a good soap that should be able to wash your stove, and you just set it to the timer and everything. After I wash, you take it to the dryer within the next machine. It dries it, and that is it. So that one is still within reach. So now let's move to the clothing side. There was a video I did about malls in Lithuania. One of the cheapest places where we used to buy clothes, we have Bershka, we have H&M, we have this is if you're not going for the designers, H&M, we have Bershka. My people in heaven, we have Humana. Hey, Humana for life. Humana is where they said, in the previous video I did with my friend Ibora, the guest, when we talked about it should love in Lithuania, we talked about Humana, and I think I included it there. For those of you coming to Lithuania, Igbo people will say, Jira Kaginanti, hold your ears. What am I saying? Hear the voice of the Lord. I am speaking to you. Yeah, yeah. See, for those of you coming to Lithuania, when you come to Lithuania, as a student, I will recommend you cut your coats according to your size. Don't can be carrying oversized things. They choke. Start little. Nobody that doesn't like designer things. It depends on how you package yourself. This life, somebody can wear designers and look trashy, while somebody that just picked a cloth from random place look classy. So it depends on the packaging. It is on your body, what suits your body. All of us are creating differences, different physique, different body. Wetin fits me no go fit another person. Wetin fit another person no go, because we no get the same body. So know what suits you and cut your coat according to your size. And as an international student coming in, I will recommend you start with all these non-expensive malls like Bershka, like H&M, New Yorker, like what's the name of it? Reserved, like Humana. Humana is where all the clothes that they didn't wear in Zara, that they couldn't sell on H&M, from Aldo, from Gucci, all these companies, they just bring their clothes and come and dump it in Humana. That is why sometimes you see that when you go to Humana, you buy a cloth for 5 euros or 2 euros. They even sell as low at 50 euros. Yes, my people. We even have 30 cents. Lithuanians, my people, they used to pack bag. When they reach there, you see fine girls, some of them will pack their car, pack their scooter, everything. Pack better clothes, better trousers. When they knock it here, you say, go be, oh baby, can I talk to you? And you know their color and anything they wear like this, pack their hair to catch it. So what I'm saying in essence is that clothes are no longer as cheap as it used to be, but still within range when it comes to Humana. Okay, so a pair of jeans you can get them for, if for example you're going for all these clothes like Levi's for like 89 euros. If it's like summer wears for like, you want to go to Zara, H&M, retailers, you can get like 26 euros. So if you are new and you don't have money for 26 euros, with 26 euros, if you go to Humana, if they're on sales and they are selling 50 cents, think about it, brother. What are we saying? You will pack the same jeans, like 20 pairs of jeans. Now package. Buy a good shoe, buy good jewelry, then knock your clothes. You go to where you're going. Sorry, you not come to this country to do fashion. Even if I love fashion, take your time till you're settled. This is what I'm saying. Don't start diving in when you just come. For sports sneakers like Adidas, equivalent, all these can get for 150, 60, 70. All those ones, it's still like within range. For leather shoes is a bit pretty expensive because the leather you can get for 175. So that is that. So it depending on what you want for yourself. For the sneakers, there are still online stores that sell like very, very cheap. You can get 19, all those ones. If you want them, I'm going to put it on the description box, and also I'm going to put their website. When you come here, you can shop from any one of them. Clothes, shoes, bags is not a problem in Europe, okay? You just have to know what you want, how you want to lay your expenses, and go about it. So guys, now that is that for the clothing. Let's move to the transportation part. I made a video that if you're a student in this country and you're talking about the transportation, is like 5.8. I suspect that should be a drone. Maybe somebody's flying a drone over to know what we are doing. Yeah. So for the transportation, you have like, if you're using like taxi, you can be able to get before we used to see taxi like 3 euros, 2 point something. Now 3 4 euros. Small short place I won't go here. That's done. I'm like, what is happening? Economy now it's with a track. Now no one they understand that maybe. Kilo day. You understand? Monthly public transport for students is still the same. That's one good thing. It didn't affect all these areas. For we that are not students anymore, we are still paying our 29, let's say roughly 30 euros. So it's still the same. There hasn't been any change. Now for personal care, I went to check cream. Buying a cream. That cream used to be 11 euros. The last time I checked is 12 to 13 points. And I'm like, what is happening? Cream that was cheap and soap. I mean, no one more with a bath again. If not a bath for this line, nobody smell person won't smell. So I looked at them like, this cream to have increased. Now I used to go to one place like that too, because when I go at the bigger mall, it's cheaper and they're going to give me discount. So that is where I go to buy my cream and soap in the personal care. And we have like other things like antibiotics, the price have increased, like tampons, before it used to be cheaper, like 3 point something, like 4.28. Deodorant, the other time I checked, there's one deodorant I used to use, though. If I use it like this, my happy, everything is cool. It's like 3 point something. Last time I checked, even for getting to 5 euros. How am I going to do? You know, the prices of things keep increasing every time and every day. There's a toilet paper we used to buy. It was 0.9 something cents. Now it has increased to 1 point something cents. And I don't have option because I need toilet paper, right? We are buying it as well. And apart from that, haircuts, in terms of men, they want to shave their hair, has increased. Before you could cut your hair for like 15 euros, 20 euros, now it's like 25. You get? And for the ladies, before, you can see someone that should be able to make your hair, let's say like normal weaving or braiding, should be like within 25 euros, get about. But now, 30, 40 euros, 50 euros. Everything is increasing. The prices of things are no longer the same. Tickets for cinemas is like 10 euros, something like that, be 8 euros, 7 euros. But I think it's still the same for the students because they have the discount card. It's still the same. Now, if you're going for things like cocktail drinks, the prices have increased as well. If you're going for like all these cappuccinos that was like before like 2 point something euros, now it's now 4 euros. You have to deal with it. Even the beer that they are buying, all these beer pump, before it was like 3 point, now it's 4 euros. You understand? And what again do we have here? Gym membership. I think gym membership is still the same. It's still within that 23 to 24 euros. Within that price. So guys, the thing is, the cost of things in Lithuania has downward increased a bit. Not because of, apart from the governmental changes that I talked about, being that the government increased their bills, the war also affected, okay? For example, the cooking things, all the tomato, the fresh peppers we used to buy, you know, things that are still within minima a bit, is still those onion, is still manageable, tomato is still manageable, but all these fresh tomatoes, tin tomatoes, groundnut oil, somewhere that like frying. I think air fryer this thing that is the best if you don't want to be frying a lot. So in a nutshell, there has been an increase in the market of lately. So people resort to going to like like all these local markets. Guys, even apart from that, in the African stores, the last time I went to African store to buy things, the price as well increased. Things I usually buy like €4 were like 5 point something, some were like 6, the ones were like 7 before, were like 8 to 9, and I was wondering now that I couldn't even get anything, because with €10 before we can at least buy something that we can eat, but now I couldn't get anything. I was like, okay, what should I get? Like, what should I buy? There's nothing I can buy. Now, if you really want to go to the mall to buy like something, before we used to budget like okay, €20, 20 something euros, you should be holding like 40, 50 euros. Because before you lift one thing, be it milk, be it chicken, anything, the price is on the higher side. So on this video, I think that will be the end. I just wanted to update you guys on the situation of what is happening now and how we are living and how we are surviving. So should, in case you have any question or any contribution, anything you want to ask regarding this, do not forget to drop the comment on the description box. I will be waiting so bad to reply to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. It's your girl Great Faith, and I want to say peace out.